I want to kill those kids.
In the late 60s and early 70s, a series of cryptic letters had the San Francisco Police Department and newspapers chasing their tails. All letters were signed with a circle with a cross running through it, the chilling signature of the Zodiac Killer. It started on August 1st, 1969, when 3 different newspapers received an anonymous letter that was nothing short of sinister. The writer of the letter claimed responsibility for the shooting of high school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, which would become known as the Zodiac's first confirmed murders.
Victims were a 16-year-old girl and a 17-year-old boy.
He then demanded for the letters to be printed on the first page, or else there would be more killings. Attached to the letter was a cipher that he claimed would reveal his identity if decoded. That would be the first of 22 letters and 37 murders, though only 5 victims have been identified. For years, the city had been gripped by fear. No one knew who the killer was or where he would strike next. His victims seemed chosen at random. There was no obvious pattern except that he seemed to be targeting couples. Based on a couple of accounts provided by witnesses, forensic artists managed to create and distribute a composite sketch of the serial killer. Yet he was never caught. Every trail the police followed led to a dead end. The Zodiac was always one step ahead, slipping through their fingers time and time again. It was like he enjoyed boasting about his crimes and taunting the police and the public with complicated ciphers, some of which have never been deciphered to this day. He even had the audacity to call the police to report one of his murders.
Vallejo Police Department.
I want to report a double murder.
Yeah,
if you go 1 mile east, I also killed those kids last year. Good.
The final letter came in 1974, and it would be the last time the world heard from the Zodiac. Although the letters and the murders stopped, investigations went on for decades afterward. The primary suspect for many years had been Arthur Lee Allen, a convicted child molester. He was seen by authorities near a crime scene, and he resembled the witness's description of the Zodiac. But there was never any conclusive evidence to implicate him, so Allen was never charged and maintained his innocence until his death in 1992. Other suspects emerged over the years, but none could have been definitively tied to the crimes. The lack of closure has left a mark on popular culture, inspiring many books, films, and documentaries that seek to unravel the mystery surrounding the identity of the Zodiac Killer. Until today, many are fascinated with the case, poring over every detail, every clue, desperate to solve one of America's most infamous unsolved cases. But despite all the theories and speculations, the Zodiac Killer remains unidentified and unpunished.